think I'm gonna start a new series, and I'm gonna call it Fred's Rolling Rants. I'm not gonna rant about anything. Well, I am, but you know, for those of you that know me, you know I got a CB in the truck. Constantly got it on. Just kind of, it's what I do. I think every driver should have a CB. I think every driver, every truck should know how to work it. Just for informational purposes only. I mean, even if that's the only thing you're using it for is to hear about a traffic condition or to check in at a shipper or receiver or whatever. I mean, there's all kinds of reasons, honestly, that it's worth spending the $130 for a Cobra 29 now, for like one of the new ones with the LCD screen. I think you can get the LTD Classic 29 for like $80. Anyways, running up 287 here. I'm in Colorado right now, but running up 287. I've been running with about the same 4 trucks all day. I mean, we're all running about the same speed. We're all, you know, just getting her done. Got places to be. We all been just bullshitting on the CB. And, the subject of truck parking came up. And I don't think I've ever done a video on this. So, first of all, if you're getting somewhere and you're pushing your clock to that 11th hour, I mean, you're getting every minute out of that clock you can get, and you get to where you're at and you're out of time and you can't find anywhere to park right there, that's your own damn fault. That is 100% you as the driver. That is your fault. Why? You did not plan your trip out. I do not go anywhere where before I leave, I don't have an idea of at least 3 places I want to stop for the night. Now, I don't really like staying in truck stops. It just, anymore, the truck stop is dirty, they smell like piss, guys don't know how to back up, so you're really taking your truck into your own hands there and praying that the guy that's backing up at 3 o'clock in the morning while you're sleeping, or even 2 o'clock in the afternoon while you're sleeping, or taking a shower or getting something to eat, knows what the hell he's doing, and it's not going to take your hood off. So I'm not a big fan of sleeping or taking my 10-hour break at a truck stop. I tend to try to find the truck parking areas or a rest area. I know of, especially across Nebraska, there's a bunch of real big truck parking areas that the trucks, they don't want to use because they got to get off the interstate and go 2 miles north or 2 miles south or something like that. They got to go a little bit out of route to go up to that area. And that's why I use it, because last time I stayed at it, they had shut I-80 down because of snow, and there was 7 trucks in it. 7. Easily hold 200 trucks. Like, I'm not kidding, it's huge. 7 trucks. Works for me. So if you're getting to where you're running your clock down and you can't find parking, that's on you. You need to plan better. You need to have a backup for your backup. Like I said, I don't go anywhere without at least 3 places I want to stop. And I do that for a reason. I normally set one at about 8 or 9 hours in. And the reason I do that is if I get 8 or 9 hours into my day and I'm really dragging, I'm going to bed. I would rather go and get some sleep than risk falling asleep behind the wheel. So I go to bed. Now, the next, and then, however I'm feeling, I'll keep going. Now, if I get to that 3rd one and I've got time left and I'm still feeling good and I want to risk it, I'll keep driving and hope that I can find a spot. And if I can't, that's on me. I'm not going to bitch about that. I done that. I should have stayed at one of my planned locations because they had parking when I got there. Now, all that being said, I agree 100% that the truck parking situation in this country is ridiculous, especially when you get out east or get out west. It is ridiculous. It's ridiculous that any truck stop should make us pay to park. Period. And if more drivers complained about it, and if more drivers boycotted it, they would stop doing it. Period. No driver, no truck running anywhere should ever have to pay to park. You're spending thousands of dollars a year at any given truck stop, and now I got to pay an extra $15 to park in one of your spots because it's 10 feet damn closer than the one behind it? No. Kiss my ass. Pilot threw me out of a Pilot because I'm not a Pilot Rewards member and I wanted to pay to park. It's the only spot I could find. I backed in, went in to pay. Are you a preferred customer? Well, no, I don't have that card. Well, then you can't park there. You either have to get that or you have to, vacate the spot. I went off. I was in Vegas. So I got to pay to park. It's just dumb. Shippers and receivers, if they're making you drop your trailer, then they should have an area for bobtails to park. Period. They should have facilities for them to use and have an area for them to park. We should not be going into truck stops and 3/4 of the parking taken up by one company, all bobtails parked in one spot each. That's stupid. That goes back to truck stop etiquette for you guys that are doing it. If you and another guy from the same company are loading or unloading at the same place and you had to drop your trailers, then you guys need to talk to each other and figure out who's got to be over there first. Who has the earlier appointment time or whatever it is to go pick their load up and double up in that parking spot. Save that other spot for a guy with a trailer that didn't plan his route out and now he's looking for a spot at 2 o'clock in the morning. The government on a state level, listen to that again, the government on a state level needs to work with local governments, not the federal government. State and local governments need to work with each other to provide more truck parking across their states and municipalities. The little town that I'm originally from used to have a big gravel parking area back behind the bank. It was huge. Right next door, there was a pizza joint that is now a church. It used to be one of the best pizza joints in the Tri-County area, and then the old guy wanted to sell, couldn't sell it, so he retired, sold the building. Now it's a church, that's fine. There used to be a pizza joint, McDonald's, and a United Dairy Farmers gas station. United Dairy Farmers was a 24-hour, and still is a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week facility, or gas station. So, there were places in town that trucks had to go to deliver. There was a Universal Forest Products, there's a big automotive plant right there, and other things. And the guys that ran in there a lot, and even the guys that lived in town, knew that you could go back there and you could park in that lot. And you could line up. I mean, you could get 25 trucks back here. And the local guys like me, like Kenneth Green, like, some other local drivers, we took care of making sure there wasn't trash left everywhere. Our families took care of making sure there wasn't trash everywhere. They would go up to McDonald's or they would be going to the bank or something like that, and if they seen trash out there, they would literally stop, pick it up, and put it in a trash can. That way the town had no real reason to say, well, it's because of all the trash. Well, there's never trash back there. So, me and another guy provided the trash cans, and then the town finally said, oh, I guess we could put a trash can out there. So they ended up putting a dumpster out there. But we left our trash cans out there. State and local governments need to get together because the town decided we need to pave that and make it a parking area. I don't know why. They have plenty of parking in the town. They didn't need more parking like that. And even when that lot was full of trucks, they still had plenty of room to park cars over there. But instead of allowing trucks to park back there, and the trucks that were bringing goods into their community, they got no parking signs all over that town now, and paved it and put in big parking blocks and a big concrete median and stuff. You couldn't get a truck in there and out of there if you wanted to without tearing something up. So when the local big chain grocery store, Kroger, built their new building out by the high school, they have a dead-end road that runs right alongside of Kroger there. It stops right at the back of Kroger. So the trucks that were coming in to deliver to Kroger, to American Showa, or whatever it's called now, to UFP when it was still there, they were parking there. Oh, that didn't suit the town. So they put no parking signs up. Now they'll tow your ass. State and local governments need to realize that if ever the trucks decide to say F you and stop, they're screwed. And a lot of it can be changed if you just show a little bit of compassion for us. Understand that we can't get these things in everywhere. We may have a 4 a.m. appointment. We're going to come rolling into your town at 3 a.m. And we're going to be out of time when we get there. And maybe that place we're delivering won't let us park on site, which is ridiculous. You get out east, parking's non-existent. I mean, it's just not there. So that's a big reason I don't run out there, because I'm not dealing with it. That's a big reason I don't like to run down Southern California, because I'm not dealing with it. I get the whole not parking on the ramps thing. I understand that. And those drivers that are doing it should have planned their day out better. But with e-logs now, what happens if that guy pulled off on that ramp because he broke down, blew a tire, and he got off on the ramp, so he was off the major interstate, he was off the travel lanes, to provide safety for himself, his equipment, and the guy coming out to repair him, and he runs out of time. At least with paper logs, a guy could creep up to the next place, be safe, but now the truck moves more than 5 miles an hour in most cases. You got a violation. So there are things that we as drivers, we need to voice this, okay? This whole just being quiet and bitching about it and complaining over the CB's not helping anything. Okay, you're venting, taking a little stress off. I can't do shit about it. You need to get with your local mayors. You need to write your state representatives, all your congresspeople in the state, okay, the governor. You need to go that direction. Write letters, write emails, write up a little article and get with the local news, do some research. Find out how many trucks are coming into that town every day. How many trucks are traveling in and out of that municipality on just a monthly basis that may need to park there. Do a little bit of research. Find out what it would cost to just put some gravel down on a vacant lot they already have. It's as easy as that. I was fortunate in that little town I was from that I had a place to park my truck. That Kenneth had a place to park his truck. When they stopped it, we had a place we could take our trucks. Now, fortunately for me, I have family that own a trucking company. I got family friends that drive trucks. We've got land. There's places that all I got to do is make a phone call, and I got somewhere I can take my truck. If I'm going back home, like to visit my parents, got to have somewhere to take the truck. Not everyone has that, and a lot of companies now don't want their equipment left unattended at a truck stop. And you can't blame them. The truck's unattended and someone just rips their hood off. Why would the guy that just done it stay? There's another reason I don't like to park at truck stops is if I'm inside getting a shower and someone takes my hood off and I go back out there, if he didn't stay or try to come find me, what the hell am I going to do about it? So you need to get cannot be that hard for a state government to put out some kind of bill or pass a law that pretty much says that shippers and receivers have to provide some parking for inbound and outbound trucks. So if a truck's coming in there to deliver and you're making them drop their trailer, they need to have bobtail parking. These truck stops need to take that into account, and they need to start building to allow for bobtail parking and then truck and trailer only parking. So bobtails up here, trucks and trailers back here, whatever, but somewhere where bobtails are not taking up the spot, that a guy with a trailer may need. The other thing is we as drivers have to hold other drivers accountable in areas that they are allowing us to park, who we're seeing. We see them throw out the pee bottle. We see them throw out the trash. We see them do the things that cause municipalities and states to shut areas down. They're not going to have an area full of bags full of crap and bottles of pee laying everywhere that they've got to send someone that works for the state or for the local, local road department or whatever out there that has to clean up, when they can just put a big road closed sign out in front of it and not allow us to park there anyway, period. Now, I'm sure someone will make the argument, well, they'll just throw it out the window. Okay. And your ass needs a big ticket for that. You guys that are, especially you men that have bottles full of piss in your truck, you're gross. You're disgusting. You've got the equipment to stand on that step and pee in the grass. You don't need a bottle. Period. It's disgusting. If you are peeing in a bottle and your excuse is, well, I just ain't got the time. I didn't have the time to stop. Well, then you're not managing your time well enough, and you deserve to piss all over yourself. That's all I'm saying. These two idiots drag racing. Two-lane road. You guys going to drag race all the way up through there? Good Lord. Dumb. Guys, there are things that we can do as drivers to alleviate a lot of the troubles we have as drivers. We can hold shippers, receivers responsible for wait times, for whatever. We can hold other drivers accountable for the messes they're making, for the trash they're leaving, and for just the pure idiotic things that they're doing. We can do that. But no one does it because everyone's afraid to hurt someone's feelings or something. Well, I'm sorry, but if your feelings get hurt because someone called you out on your bullshit about throwing a piss bottle out, or you get offended because someone calls you a dirty, nasty piece of, you know the rest of the phrase, because you're doing something like that, or you're taking a crap behind your truck, you're in the wrong industry, and you're damn nasty, and you need to stop it. Get with your local municipalities. Get with the state governments. Get with your company. Ask your company if they have a customer somewhere right there local that you don't know about, or someone that they know down there that would allow you to park your truck on their property. We have a couple places that we go to that don't allow overnight parking for trucks. But because we are their preferred carrier, our company can park there. we have guys that live in those towns that when they go on home time, that's where they park their trucks. That being said, we don't leave trash laying. We have a good relationship with those customers. We take care of them, they take care of us, and we take care of their property. If it's full, we don't just park where you shouldn't be parked. We're not going to block things. We understand that, they understand it. If we have questions, we will go and talk to the shipper or receiver. Communication's a big thing, people. I have parked right beside a Love's shop before, where they ran everybody off. Like, for every time I seen someone park there, they'd run them off. Went inside and talked to the shop manager. I said, hey, here's what's going on. I'm only going to be here for like 3 hours. Is it okay if I park here? If you need me to move, please just come let me know, but I'm only going to be there 3 hours tops. Never come and got me. The guy actually, the third shift manager, actually come out, knocked on the door. I was getting ready to go up the road. And he goes, hey, if you need to just go ahead and take the rest of your break here. He said, I'll let you park here the rest of the night. He said, but the first shift guy make you move. I said, no, I'm good. I got an appointment just up the street, but I appreciate it. So I pulled up to the fuel islands, got my fuel, went in, got some coffee. And as I was coming out, there was a guy parking there. And he wasn't there 5 minutes, and that guy came out and said, man, you got to go. You got to go. You can't park there. Communication will open a lot of doors. But you have to learn how to communicate so that you're not just cussing at your state or local unit. You're not, what's the old saying? You get more flies with honey than you do salt, or whatever that is. You catch more flies with honey than vinegar. Took me a minute. Way to go, Dad. Old saying for you. So, I recommend that's what you do. You get with your state and locals. You write letters. Write your governor. You know, get your company involved. Get any kind of local business that you're coming into consistently. Get them involved. They understand how important a truck is to their business. They may not always show it, but they understand it. Get them involved to help you sway things to get a truck parking area. You know, and then if you really want to, talk them into putting cameras all over it. And when they go out there and find a bag full of poop or a bottle of pee, they have someone just go back, check the video, and then send a big ass fine to whatever company that guy drives for littering. Make it like a $10,000 or $25,000 fine. Make it something where it doesn't happen again. But until next time, that's my video for the day. Rolling rant, I guess. If you guys got an idea for a video or a subject you would like for me to discuss, let's keep it civil. And let's not get into any kind of religion or racism or politics. I'm definitely not doing those three because that just causes, everyone's got an opinion on those, and mine typically differs from everyone else's, or at least one other person's, and it just makes for a bad video. So until next time, guys, be safe out there.